All right, y'all, welcome. Shabbat Shalom. Glad you're all here, and welcome to Joy Lutheran Church. Appreciate you coming here and seeing what this is like. We're going to start on page 120 with our candle lighting. Let's see, what's this? It's a little loud today. I'm going to invite, my wife up here with our kids. Like candles today. Nepotism today. Whoa, Ashley. Be careful, son.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
All right, thank you. We are now moving over to page 128 of your prayer books. And we are on the top of that page. And if someone, Roy, can you keep an eye on the door just in case someone, I don't see anyone right now, but you never know. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. 128. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achyot gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achyot gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achyot gam yachad. We now move to Lachad Odi, which you can find on page 138 of your prayer books. In this Shabbat evening, we're going to recite paragraphs 1, 5, and 9. When we arrive at paragraph 9, I invite you all to stand up and face the entrance as we greet the Shabbat bride. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmienu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem l'tiferet v'l'tila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, ki va'ore kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai aleka negila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise. Bo'vi v'shalom ateret bala, gam bismicha uvtzola. Tochemune Am Segula Vayakhel Vayakhel Lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. We're now moving over to page 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachim Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Just turn the page over to 144, and Roy, there's someone coming up on the door. 144. Yitkedal v'yitkeda shemei Rabba Be'elma divrach haryote v'yamlik malchutei B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael Ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'imaru amen. Yeheshmei Rabba mevarach le'alam u'lam me'almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitpramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Kudusha barichu le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata Tush betacha unechemata da'al miran be'alma ve'imaru. Amen. We turn to page 146 of your prayer books, and when you arrive there, I invite you to stand with me. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. We're now moving into page 149, And let's read the bottom part of 149 together in the English. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai amariv ravim. And we're now going to continue in the English on the bottom part of 151 together. Wisdom and wonder, passion, instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works in the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Now turn to 152 for the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Malachuto Leolam Avad. 154. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol avacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meyodecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinartam levarnecha b'divartam ba'am B'shivtecha b'veitecha, u'liftecha havaderech, u'shofbecha u'vkumecha, u'kshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha, u'ktaftam al mizuzot beitecha, u'visharecha. L'ma'an tizkeru v'arsitem et chol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzitechem meretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. We now move to 157. Let's read the English together on top of that page. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, and that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. We go to page 158. Lie, 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 mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi chamocha ne'edar Kodesh, no rati elot osei efele, no rati elot osei efele, lie 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 lie. Let's read the English together on top of page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us, and let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporeis sukat shalom, aleni v'akol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. We're going to Vishamru on page 162. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. B'nei uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki shechet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat lasot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. Et hashabat lasot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam. Okay, we now turn to page 164. When you arrive there, I invite you to stand with me. And we're going to recite pages 164, 166, and 168. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagita hilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagita hilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu v'Imoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol v'Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'konei hakol, v'zocher chasei avot v'imahot, u'mevih geula livnei b'neihem, l'man shemo b'yahava. Melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen, baruch atah Adonai, magen Abraham, Ezra Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh kol atah Yoshia, Moshi haruach u'marit haga Hashem, Mekakel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabbi, Somech noflim berofei cholim, U'matir asurim, U'mekayem emunato, Lishanei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, U'midom melach, Melech me'mit u'mechayem, U'matmir Yeshua, Ne'eman atah v'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, V'chayem We are now going to continue silently until page 180. You may be seated whenever you like. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, veyakol Yisrael, veyakol yoshvei tevel, vimru, vimru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, veyakol Yisrael, veyakol yoshvei tevel, vimru, vimru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael. 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 Okay, I'm going to offer some words of Torah. In this week's Torah portion, Adonai is instructing the Israelites in the details of the Mishkan, also referred to as the tabernacle or the tent of meeting. For the Israelites, this building project represents an important ownership of identity. They have survived the 10 plagues, escaped as slaves from Egypt, and have received the 10 commandments. They have achieved a lot, but they're also missing a lot. They have no tradition. They have no culture, no place to call home. They have no shared language, and perhaps most importantly, they have no identity. It's hard to understand how tethering identity, language, culture, and tradition are for people until it's gone. And with these things gone, the only thing they truly have are a relationship with Adonai and a powerful collective experience. And these two things should not be discounted. For as we are about to see from our Torah, they are the means in which the Israelites find their identity. But the Israelites, even with Adonai's protection, their collective experience of escaping bondage, and the Ten Commandments, they're still a people without a purpose to drive them forward. And they're a people without a tradition to guide them. And this puts them in an extremely vulnerable place, where they're at risk of being influenced by idolatrous ideas. So it's no wonder that the Israelites started worshiping a golden calf in last week's Torah portion. Without a strong sense of self, the Israelites can be easily manipulated into believing anything, even if it harms their relationship with Adonai. So one of Adonai's solutions to this problem is found in the construction of the Mishkan. This sacred tent is so much more than a place that the Israelites use to communicate to Adonai. This is a project that requires time, attention, and skills of all the Israelites. It's essentially an infrastructure project for a nomadic people. And I can see the Israelites truly engaging in this infrastructure project, because back in Egypt, they saw how a great civilization builds grand things. And this project allows the Israelites to focus on positive outcomes rather than their plight as a newly nomadic people. Now, instead of spending time complaining about the lack of variety of food, they can focus their attention on building this incredible tent that will centralize and ritualize their worship of Adonai. And this week's Torah portion lists all the expensive materials used for this sacred tent, including gold and crimson yarn, fine linen, and expensive animal skins and wood. And these materials need craftspeople and artisans to gather, manipulate, and prepare for the Mishkan. And the Israelites donate their own belongings to be melted down, de-threaded, or dismantled for the sake of the Mishkan. This project becomes the beating heart of a people in search of an identity, and they put their whole selves into it. And our Torah has this poetic way of describing how the Israelites embraced this important work. In Exodus 35:22, it states, "Men and women, all whose hearts moved them, all who would make a sacrificial offering of gold to Adonai, came bringing brooches and earrings, rings and pendants, gold objects of all kinds." And in Exodus 35:25, it states, "And every woman with wisdom in their hearts spun their own hands and brought what they could spun in blue, purple, and crimson yarns, fine linen." And the conclusion of this project meant a finished Mishkan, which would become the rubric for temple worship for generations of Israelites to come. And it will be the place where the Israelites seek wisdom from Adonai. It will be the place where Israelites will practice nation building, where they'll pursue justice and they will come to improve their own selves. But perhaps more importantly, it represents the pride, the satisfaction, and the joy of a completed national project. The completion of the Mishkan showed the Israelites a sense of accomplishment in building something for themselves instead of building something for Egypt. And that provided them with a sense of self that filled them with the identity they had been desperately seeking. And along the way, I can't help but be drawn to the words of our Torah in expressing the work of the Israelites whose hearts moved them, or who found wisdom in their hearts. And what a beautiful metaphor for identity. This project helped the Israelites find a reason to use their hearts. And I wonder, what is the modern equivalent that this looks like? In order to find wisdom in your hearts, you have to have a reason to look for it. And for the Israelites, it was a journey of self-discovery that motivated them to find the wisdom in their hearts. But I think the reasons can be numerous for us modern folk. For example, my own childhood experience. It was marked for me by a constant stutter. It took a decade of speech therapy to help me communicate without tripping over my own mouth. But I learned that it's more important to have a reason to speak than a means to. And my heart was moved by my desire to have something to say. And being challenged by my own mouth to speak became a part of my identity. And my stutter, it cannot be cured. This isn't a problem that simply disappears. Even as I offer this very sermon, I am continuously managing my stutter. But through the wisdom of my heart, I learned my stutter is not actually a problem, as long as I accept it and harmonize with it, because I have something to say. So what is the wisdom in your heart? What is the experience that gave you a sense of identity? Or, like the Israelites, are you still wandering, looking for that grand project to move your heart? And one thing our Torah shows us is that even while wandering, one doesn't have to travel far to find their identity. Because the Israelites found theirs before they even reached their destination. They found it as soon as they learned how to work together and create something bigger than themselves. And if the Israelites can find their identity, then certainly so can you. Thank you. We're now moving over to the Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, on page 371 of our prayer books. In our own community, we're thinking about these people who are in need of healing. Ross Rumack, Frank Erwiskin, Haley Goodstein, Alex Bortnick, Micah Purdy, Susan Mermelstein, Megan Krass, Kara Clift, Deborah Meridian, Pat Victor, Denny Victor, and Josie Haas. If there's someone who you're thinking about in need of healing, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts as my hand crosses the room. True. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We now turn to page 578, or 587? I think it's... 587 of your prayer books. And when you arrive on page 587, I invite you to stand with me. Bagaralinu lahamlik mahuto, vanaknu korim, umishtachanim umovim, lifnei melech, malkei hamlakim, hakadosh baruch hu. Turn to page 591. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity, and cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz b'yom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. We now turn to the Mourner's Kosh on page 598 of our prayer books. In our own community, we're thinking about these yard sites this week. Jean Geckler, Anna Hoytash, Betty Lee, David Levine, Marcella Rumack, Alma Saunders, Nicolas Stroh, and Miriam Marcella Gordon-Levy. If there's someone who you were thinking about, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts as my hand crosses the room. Zikronam livracha, the memories be for a blessing. Yit kedal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra charyote v'yamlik machlute, b'chayechon uvyamechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarak le'alam ulamei almaya, Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitbramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudasha barichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleni v'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleni Vayakhel Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. You may be seated, and Roy, I'm going to invite you up here to offer some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi. You are all welcome here. You all belong here. Our Shabbat evening services are at 6 p.m., although on the second Friday of the month we have 2 evening services, the Tot Shabbat, or Young Family Shabbat at 6, and then more adult-oriented Shabbat service again at 7:15. That's on the second Friday of the month. Our Shabbat morning services and Torah study start at 10:30 and run to about noon every Saturday here in person, and you're all welcome to attend that if you would like. Let's see. We have 2 morning prayer services during the week. The one on Wednesday morning is 8:30 to 9 via Zoom, and on Thursday morning here at 8:30 to 9 in person, followed by those who choose to and can arrange their work schedules. Some of us go over to Kava Pancake House and have breakfast together. Our Judaism 101 class is up and running, and it is offered by Zoom every 3rd Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. Every 3rd Saturday after services, there's an opportunity to feed the hungry at Fairview Rec Center on East 10th Avenue, starting at about 1 p.m. with setup, and around 2 o'clock with distribution of food to the needy who come by. Every 3rd Wednesday is our Board of Trustees meeting. It's at 7 p.m. live in the synagogue library over there, and also via Zoom. All CBS members are welcome to attend and encouraged to attend. Our religious school is on Sundays with 9:30 a.m. Hebrew classes. 10 o'clock is Shabbat Time Machine, trademark by our famous Rabbi Abram. And there are classes for all ages afterwards, including an adult discussion cafe, which meets right in there. I host an informal study group on Friday after our Oneg for people wanting to improve their ability to read from our Siddur the Hebrew and the Latin alphabet, and that's in the library. And let's see, other things coming up. A week and a little bit. On Monday, March 31st, which is also Seward's Day, CBS is joining with St. John United Methodist Church and others for a Transgender Day of Visibility, and that will be at St. John United Methodist Church from 6:30 to 7:30, Monday, March 31st. CBS's Community Seder, second night of Passover, will be here in person on April 13th, which is a Sunday, starting at 6 p.m. And I will also mention, in case Rabbi didn't point it out, after our services, which we're getting close to wrapping up, we have what's called oneg in the back room. And I don't know if it will be much or it will be little, but there is, there are blessings, there are consumptions of small amounts of the fruit of the vine with or without alcohol, depending on what's appropriate, and blessings over bread, which will also be shared, and sometimes there's other things that people have brought. Everyone's welcome to join us for that after the service. Additionally, for members, if you're interested in sponsoring an oneg, actually, I haven't checked. Is the sign-up sheet still out there?
I haven't checked either.
There should be a sign-up. What's that? It's still out there. Thank you. Yeah, there's a sign-up sheet over there. It can be for an anniversary, a yard site, a birthday, anything that is special to you and you would like to celebrate it by helping provide for the oneg. Rabbi, are there any other announcements?
Yes, March 30th is our estate planning clinic.
Oh, thank you. There's an estate planning clinic on Sunday, March 30th, and that is 1 to 3, and that'll be right here. So I was going to say if you're of an age to think of that, but you know, it's true, none of us knows our expiration date.
It's also for the LGBTQ community specifically.
For estate planning?
Yeah.
All right. And also especially for the LGBTQ community and estate planning.
Yeah. And then there's our science fair for everybody on
On April
April 6th.
6th, science fair, and we're joining with other partners who are helping sponsor this, so come and join us then if you like. And thank you much.
Yeah.
And tomorrow night, there's going to be this senior night.
Yes, Spark. I think that's called Spark here at yeah. I didn't say it, you did. Yeah. Yes. There's a Spark, it's called Spark. It's Thanks, Gordon. Appreciate it. 50 is a definition. What's the definition?
I think 50 is the fancy one. Sort of like AARP.
Yeah.
It's not really very critical.
Okay. I'm not getting in this argument. All right. Our closing melodies on 647. And we're at the very bottom of that page of 647. Ozi vazimrat ya vayahi eli lishua. Ozi vazimrat ya vayahi Lishua, Ozi, Vaz vazimrat yam, Vayakhel lishua, Ozi, vazimrat yam, Vayakhel lishua, Ozi, vazimrat yam, Vayakhel lishua. Shabbat shalom. So we're moving now in the back room for Oneg. Leah, can you help?